Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Good to see you all. Would love to know if you're watching #replay, if you're catching this on the replay. My name is Camille, your intuitive business consultant, and I am so excited to talk to you today about what makes me different and why my clients absolutely love working with me. Because there's lots of business coaches, amazing business consultants out there, and we all have our very own little zing, our very own little special something. And I'm talking about me specifically today. You know, really what makes intuitive business consulting, which is what I do, so important and so special is that we are moving beyond just strategy. Right? It's not that we're leaving strategy behind, but we aren't staying stuck in strategy. Instead, I consult with my clients intuitively. And what some people don't know about me is that I've been psychic since I was a little tiny girl. I've been doing intuitive business readings, right? Like reading for business women since the time I was 15. Long before I knew that I would be doing this as my career, my passion, my mission. It just so happened to be kind of who I attracted, even at 15 years old. You know, the intuitive intelligence that poured through, the source consciousness that poured through, even starting as a little girl, was very focused on money and business. And I came from a very average family, right? My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and eventually she became a business owner. But in those formative years where I was learning that I was psychic and that I was able to tap in and tune into the quantum grid, even then, it was readings about money. It was readings about business, where then I later used that skill to build 4 businesses. My first 2 businesses were built by intuition only. I had no formal education, no one to show me the ropes. It was a brick and mortar, and then followed by an online business, and built those to multiple 6 figures, really not knowing anything about business. What I had was my intuitive connection, right? I could tap into the quantum grid. I could access source consciousness and that infinite intelligence that is really available to all of us. That was that unique talent and skill that I had that really helped me build those initial businesses, where through that I developed obviously some great business skill and know-how. And that is something my clients love now, is that, you know, they've had a little bit of success. They've figured out a slightly, working strategy at a minimum. And what they're really looking for is like, how do I tune in to source consciousness? And so initially, that's really what I do for them, is we curate this amazing strategy that fits their lifestyle versus them trying to figure out what strategy they should use and then adjusting their lifestyle to that strategy. And then I go in, and every session that we have, I am tapped into their higher consciousness, to their higher self, and them to mine. And because maybe they haven't honed their intuition to the level that I have, I initially am channeling and pulling that information through. I am the conduit. And so this isn't my information for them, right? This is the information that their higher consciousness, their higher self, their soul already has available for their taking, right? So I'm tapping into what is already there, delivering that in a really grounded, understandable way of like, here's what your higher self, your committee of angels and guides, your future self has laid out for you. Now, how do we put this into an awesome strategy so that it's grounded and you can put it into this 3D world and reap great benefits and monetization and sovereignty and freedom and a business that you absolutely love? And that really sets me apart from most business consultants or coaches who rely heavily on strategy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love strategy. I love learning new strategy. I love implementing strategy. And yet that's about 20% of what has contributed to the millions of dollars that I've made in my business and the millions of dollars that I've supported my clients make. supported my clients in making. The juice is in the intuition. The juice is in the energetics. It's knowing what your higher self has in store for you, which, by the way, is not a secret, right? So as my clients are working with me and loving the intuitive information and the business readings that they're getting in their mentorship, they're also learning how to do it. And Jillian is one of my, I just love using her as an example because she is a luxury real estate agent. And although she had done personal development and had astrology readings and all of that, when she first came to me, it was quite new to be able to consult with a psychic on a regular basis. And she quadrupled her income in the first 6 months that we were working together. And although my humanness, the ego, would love to say, oh yeah, well, that's because, I'm intuitive. No, the information I was pulling from was from her higher self, right? I'm just the conduit. I'm tapping in to what her higher self, her soul has in store for her. And I'm able to then put that into human words for her to ground in. And she has since then, over 3 years of working together, she's come back time and time again. 3 years. We started in 2020 together. Now it's 2023. She has went from a realtor to a luxury realtor in her home state. She has purchased her very own luxury home, and she has brought in multiple streams of income and she is now doing her own intuitive downloads, right? Like, this is someone who was not doing that in the first place, and now she's tripled her income even in just those first 6 months, and more since then, but brought in more income streams. And this was all already in her field. All I was doing was pulling that information in and delivering it to her, right? This wasn't me coming up with the plan. This wasn't my humanness going like, here's a great idea for you. It was her higher self that I was able to tap into and be a conduit for that information. And now she's able to do that, right? She sits each morning and taps into her own higher consciousness. She has a message for the day. Her intuition comes like this. She is a magical manifester. When she really started using her intuition and the energetics in business, that is where the juice is. Again, it's how I've made millions of dollars in my business. Strategy was 20% of it. The rest of it was tapping into source consciousness and downloading that information. It's already there for you. Your business already exists in a place that it is very lucrative, that has all the answers, and you can tap in and do it. Now, if you have trouble doing that, that's where I come in, right? We get you an amazing strategy, again, that fits into your lifestyle. We're not fitting your lifestyle into a strategy, and your higher self knows the perfect strategy for you. The perfect strategy for you. It's how I have created strategies for all 4 businesses. It was not because someone said, hey, here's a great template, go do this. It works for some of the people that use it, right? My soul already knew my future successful business already knew what it took to get there. So if you are ready for that sort of deep, loving, intuitive mentorship to take you to multiple 6 or 7 figures in your business, please reach out to me. I'll actually put the link in the comments here. I have a couple of openings coming up for some one-on-one clients where, of course, we'll touch on strategy. It's really, really important that we curate a strategy that supports your lifestyle. And then we will be tapping into your higher self for the exact steps that are already written. They are already written in the quantum field to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. So if that feels like a hell yes for you, I'm so excited to talk to you. Bye for now. Happy Monday.